So tonight I watched a movie from 2 years ago that I didn't see in theaters. I don't know why. I don't remember. Had other things to see, I guess. It's John Carney's Begin Again. A couple. I mean, I didn't hate it, which is not the best way to start a review. But I didn't particularly like it either, and I'm bummed because I love Keira Knightley and Mark Ruffalo. They're two of my favorite performers, and they gave good performances. But I think the film is shit. I think it's such bullshit. First of all, like it's all about her wanting to be this authentic artist or whatever, but like, how the fuck is she paying any of her bills? How is she a British person living in America without a job? To have her green card or whatever. Like, how is she a dual citizen? Does she have money? Like, how is she feeding herself? How is she buying the really fucking nice pants that she's wearing in the whole movie? The only thing that I really loved about this movie was the pants. She had some great pants. Um, that really bothered me. Like, how is she living her life? I guess now she sold the song, so with the Adam Levine character, and I guess that's gonna pay for her entire life probably. But that doesn't explain up to that, you know? I don't know. It's dumb. Um, it was a really pretty looking movie, and I really love John Carney's Once. Like, Once is a fucking great movie. This movie is a piece of shit. I also really hated the use of the other women characters in this film. You don't get anything really from like Catherine Keener, and like, who wastes Catherine Keener in a movie? Like, fuck you for wasting Catherine Keener in your goddamn movie. She didn't get to do shit except have a backstory that is the reason the Mark Ruffalo character is a alcoholic, like, loser. Like, sorry. So basically, she gets to be, a harridan or something. It's fucking awful. And then the teenage daughter has daddy issues or whatever, and so she's dressing like a quote unquote slut, but she actually just looks really nice, and she's living in New York, and it's fucking hot in the summertime, and she's wearing shorts. And then the Keira Knightley character gives her shit for it and basically calls her a slut, and I'm just like, fuck all of you. She looked nice. That was not inappropriate clothing she was wearing. And they bring it up a couple of times, and I'm just like, we don't need this bullshit slut shaming in this movie. Fuck you, old man Carney. That's all I have to say. And the songs are bad. They're bad songs. I remember, like, 2003, 2004, I was a really, really, really big fan of Maroon 5, and I think Songs About Jane is a great album, but everything they've done since Songs About Jane has been utter shit. And, like, the more famous Adam Levine gets, the worse his music gets, which is, like, exactly the point of this movie. Is like, the more famous you get, the more shitty your music gets. So he got the most shitty musician. I don't know. It's just bad. That all said, I didn't hate this movie. I wish I liked it more. Keira Knightley deserves so much better. She's great. If you haven't seen Seeking a Friend for the End of the World or Last Night, you should watch those movies. They're movies I watched with her that she was in last year. They didn't come out last year, but I watched them last year, and they're both really, really good and much better than this piece of shit movie. That I've insulted a lot. I didn't hate it. Or maybe I did hate it. I don't know. Now that I'm thinking about it, maybe I did hate it. I was mostly ambivalent until I started thinking about it, and now I just hate it. So, made a lot of money though. Shit. And has all these positive reviews, and I'm just like, why? James Gordon was good too, and he was only in it, He was only in it for like a couple of scenes, but he's another charming performer that I like his shtick, or at least his shtick hasn't gotten boring for me because I haven't seen him in too much yet. This movie just sort of reminds me why I stopped watching movies made by men and how much nicer it was when I wasn't watching movies made by men, and maybe I need to stop again. I don't know. But the pants were nice. Someone tell me who made the pants that Keira Knightley was wearing in this movie, so I can go buy a pair, because A+ pants. That's all I gotta say. I'm done. Have a good night.